I'm Kelly. So I want to talk about the books that I read in January. I actually read 5 books, which is not terrible. A lot of them were on audiobook. Actually, all of them were on audiobook except one. And I had no DNFs, so yay. And I only bought one book this year, or this month, in January. And let's see, I wrote a few words. I think I wrote like 5,000 words, but I haven't written any more. And I need to, because my goal is to release a new book in September. And for a new book to be published, that means I need to write it. So, yeah, let's be thinking about that. But instead of writing books, apparently I'm reading books. So let's get into it. First, I read Maxwell Demon by L. Bachman, who also goes by Lynn L. It's about a fallen angel who's in love with Lilith. Yes, that Lilith. And it's the first book in the Blasphemers series. And I listened to it on audio. It's a really good book. I was very interested in how Maxwell, I don't want to get too much into it, but I was very interested in his story and his the reasons why he did certain things. Next, I read Things That Should Stay Buried by Casey L. Bond. I love Casey's books. I have not read a lot of them, but this is a me thing instead of a Casey thing because her books draw me in so much. The thing is, I'm not a very big romantic girl. I want to be, but I'm not. I try, but I'm not. But I did pick this one up, and I absolutely loved it. And I ended up getting some of her romantic books on audio. So that might actually be the thing that gets me on that road. I want to be. It just has not happened yet. But I have got I can't remember what the other 2 I got were. It was the series, the Ocean series she has. I got those on audio, so I will be listening to them sometime soon. So listening for that wrap up. But this one is about basically the end of the world, zodiac signs, and changelings, and Aries. It is really good. I really enjoyed it. Next I read, sorry for the ums. Then I read Mr. Magic by Kirsten White. It's about, if you think about it, the movie, the theater movie, and the TV show. Do you remember the TV show where that was in the movie with the woman who was sitting there with the kids around, and she had glasses on, and she was basically, Pennywise was controlling her? That's what Mr. Magic reminds me of, only not, because instead of trying to brainwash the kids into doing bad things, they're trying to brainwash the kids into doing good things. It's also about a cult. So I don't think that's a spoiler. If it is, I'm super sorry, but I don't think it is. But it's about a kids TV show. You can't find videos of it anywhere. People remember it, but you can't find it on YouTube. You can't find it on DVD, nowhere. So it's about what happens there, what really happened, and it just goes on a very wild ride. I was really into that one. I listened to it on audio too. I listened to Things That Should Stay Buried on audio. I only read one ebook this year. The rest of them were on audio. Or this month. But yeah, Mr. Magic, 1, the cover is beautiful. And 2, it had a lot of different just perspectives in it. And I really liked it. Like, I don't know. I just really liked it. Kirsten also wrote Hyde, which I liked. Hyde was a little different. I think I like Mr. Magic better than Hyde, but that's not saying that Hyde was bad in any stretch of imagination. Then I read Sleep Tight by J.H. Markert, I think, Markert. Sorry for looking over here. I've decided that if I try not to be perfect with this, I'll actually upload it. So you're welcome. But I read Sleep Tight by J.H. Markert. And this one I read it on Kindle. It was really, really good. It was not exactly paranormal. It was basically a serial killer who kidnapped the detective's daughter. And one, why did he do it? And two, there was a lot going on, let's say. So that was, I liked that one. It had a lot of twists and turns to it. So there's a very big quote in Supernatural, the TV show, about how endings are hard. And I think that's I think especially in horror and especially in books like this, endings can be really hard. I think Sleep Tight has an ending that some people might not like it. It was kind of, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. Anyway, I read Sleep Tight. And then I read The Invited by Jennifer McMahon. This one was about an unhappy ghost, a few unhappy ghosts, and a mystery as to why these ghosts were unhappy. And they're trying to get these new people this is a very cool story because it's not a haunted house, it's haunted land. And then the ghosts are trying to get the people on the land to get things brought back to the house they're building so they can haunt that house, which is like brilliant. Jennifer McMahon is definitely one of my new favorite horror authors, like no doubt about it. Absolutely loved her. Love this book. Cannot wait to read more from her. So those are the 5 books I read. I didn't DNF any books. I really liked all of them. I can't say anything negative about any of them. I think it just depends on what you're looking for, what kind of mood you're in. And I know some people, I think DNF Mr. Magic, I think that one takes a little bit more of, okay, I'm going with you through this one. Things that should stay buried is a wonderful like romance, like the tension between the two characters. Oh, that's so nice. Maxwell Demon had like the coolest premise. I've never really, and I'm sure it could just be a me thing, I've never read a Lilith Fallen Angel story. I'm sure there are. I've never read one. And then Sleep Tight was very interesting about how the serial killer picked his victims and why he picked certain people. And then The Invited, I already talked about the haunted house and the haunted land. That was really, really interesting. So I think if you pick any of these books, you will have a fun time. If you don't, let me know in the comments and we'll talk about it. I also bought Dark Spores, Stories We Tell After Midnight. It's by Crone Girls Press. It's a short story collection. I've read some of them. I'm absolutely loving it so far. Look at that cover. It's amazing. Found out about this on TikTok. So, a lot of good book recommendations over there. Yeah, so we'll see what I read at the end of the month for February. Right now, I'm reading one that I might DNF. I'm not 100% sure yet. And I don't know. I like it and I want to like it and I'm really into it. However, I just don't know. I hate my family coming home. Anyway, I need to go. Let me know what books you read this month. I'm hoping what I want to do is to have at least 15,000 words wrote on the new book by the end of the month. So for my March wrap up, I can be like, hey, I wrote this many words. Woohoo. It's exciting. So we'll see how many words I write, how many things I get read. Yeah, tell me all about yours in the comments. And I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.